Chapter 5, The Awakening of Bakura. I opened my eyes at the end of the flashback. Sitting quietly in the kitchen, I heard a loud whistling of my copper tin kettle that awoke me from my stroll down memory lane. I stirred up, stretched, and heard quietly to turn off the blue flames of the stove. I rubbed off the scalp of my head with a damp bathroom towel that's around my neck drying. I sighed, opening one of the cabinets up above me, in search of the box of tea bags and the container of sugar. Yes, I thought things would turn out normal if I moved here. Having new friends, having a fresh new life, hoping to start over, thinking that the strange things that happened around me are just a fluke, a joke. But I closed the cover, closing my eyes for a second and rubbing my temples and my forehead. Oh, just forget it. It's all part of the past, and what's done is done, right? I can't change the events that I experienced when I first had the Millennium Ring. It's not like there's a way to turn back time and start over how I wanted it all. My life is normal and I can live freely, just like how I always wanted in the first place. The spirit that's supposed to be my other half is back where it belongs. It's supposed to be this way. Besides, it's not like I care about him or something. He tortured me, hurt me, abused my body, cares less about my health. He made it clear to me that I'm not his friend, but only his vessel for him to survive. So why am I still thinking about the crazy adventure I experienced with Yugi and the others? We were destined to meet together, me and Yugi, for he, my other half, had the desire to get Yugi's puzzle for 5,000 years. But if we never met, wouldn't I prevent this fate and also made friends with them? Yugi, Taya, Tristan, Joey. Even thinking about them kind of made me chuckle. Oh, why am I laughing? I shouldn't be laughing about them at all. I opened my eyes, calmly taking a teacup from the rack that's right beside me. Gently placing it upon the counter, I also grabbed a saucer from the cabinet that's still open. While closing the cabinet, I placed the teacup on top of it, taking one of the tea caps out of the box. After removing it from the envelope, I dropped it in the teacup, and pausing for my actions again. Well, I guess there's a bright side to this fate. I met Yugi and the others and became part of the group, a friend to them. That's just the good side of it. They're my friends, true friends that care about me, unlike him. I smiled and grabbed the tin kettle, satisfied as I poured the last hot water into my teacup. Grabbing the drawer that contains all my organized sorted utensils, I picked out the teaspoon and lifted up the lid container of sugar. Scooping some of it in my teacup, I shut the lid, placing the container of sugar and box of tea bags back inside the cabinet before me. Taking my cup of tea, I sat down once again and flicked on the radio. Maybe music could soothe me from the silence of my apartment. I stood, placing my spoon down to sip my warm tea, listening.
I waited for you today, but you didn't show. No, 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 I needed you today. So where did you...
I turned down the volume of the radio slightly, sighing deeply into my half-empty cup of cold tea. For some reason, it doesn't seem satisfying to drink anymore. Is it guilt that pays in the bottom of my stomach? And why am I suddenly feeling a little sad just hearing this song? No, it can't be. Oh, come on, it can't be what I'm thinking. That I miss him having around, but he made my life hell. I mean, what's so great about him anyway? I leaned back against my chair, staring upward at the ceiling. Nothing, of course. Nothing whatsoever is so great about him having as my other half. I mean, the Millennium Ring only caused nothing but trouble with me, Yugi, and the others. Bakura only brought destruction to our world and chaos, not even caring that he hurts whether friend I gain or foe I'm against. He'll hurt anyone that gets near me when he was sharing my body. Yugi, on the other hand, is lucky to have the Pharaoh and his friend, not use him like how Bakura uses me. They acted like brothers, both of them, and they depend on each other. If only Bakura was like two. Even just the slightest sign that he cares. I rolled my eyes at this and snorted. Yeah, like he'll ever be like the Pharaoh. And yet, I wish he was. If memory serves me right, it all began with those group of girls that were showing me around Delano High School. I had to admit that being surrounded by giggly, excited girls made me feel uncomfortable and nervous. But not only that, I never expected many girls to be showing me around the school. Was it seriously a big deal back then? Well, maybe to them, I guess. But in my opinion, I rather wish I was with Yugi and the others. At least they felt like friends. They're the girls that like me for my looks. Oh, and the store I hear is right where the library is. But it's a girl with long brown hair. Oh, okay then. Sure, I said, faking my enthusiasm. That's nice. Now, truthfully, I was not happy being in a situation involving that has too many fangirls. Oh, why can't I have a normal life? I'm not supposed to have something like this. I'm not supposed to have, like, some sort of international teen model thing. I mean, all I wanted was friends. Friends who like me for who I am, not for my looks and charms. And next up right here, I heard another girl pointing out the double doors to me. That right over there is the cafeteria. Isn't this great, Bakura? Yeah, sure, I muttered. I listened to the girl. Yup, but this is seriously not really my thing. It may work for a celebrity, but it doesn't work for me. Maybe celebrities must be used to these kind of things, like getting many attentions like this. Oh, God. What is this over? And this one over here is the music room. And these are the bathrooms over there. I sighed, groaning softly and closing my eyes. Maybe this could take the whole day of school. Oh, maybe it could be over the next day. Or maybe, sadly, not at all. This could probably just be the beginning. Hey, you over there. I heard a gruff voice somewhere across the hall. The new student that's strutting around through the halls with girls that admire you. Care to tone down your ego? Tone down my ego? Excuse me? I swiftly turned to see who said that. Pulling out of the shadows, it was a guy that was taller than I am. I'm suspecting that he's probably one of the staff working in the school. I narrowed my eyes a bit, feeling a little puzzled and a twitch of annoyance. Tone down my ego? What does he mean by that? I mean, what does he think he is saying such things? I always keep a low profile of myself, never showing off my ego. I keep making sure to keep in check about it, and I stay in level to be myself. I mean, if he thinks I enjoy having this kind of attention, then he has no clue that I'm not that type of person. It's just a particular occurrence that I end up being surrounded by a crowd of girls. I mean, sure, it's nice that they're showing me around the school, but I could have at least toured around the campus alone. Or why doesn't anyone get it that I'm trying not to get any attention? I only wanted to start over to get away from everything that tragically happened to me. But then again, I wonder what I've done wrong. I mean, I don't think I remember seeing him before, nor do I know why he's picking a bone on me. I sighed. Well, I suppose it doesn't hurt to find out. I mean, he might be just randomly messing with me. Well, if he is, then he really did well to do so. Lucky for him, I don't give a foul language as a snap talk back. For if I possibly did, I would land myself into a heap of trouble. Besides, it's my first day of school and I don't want my school records to get mocked. I kept it well clean, and I'll make sure to keep doing that. I want more likely to graduate from school than get myself into something more troublesome that'll lead me to detention, or fearfully something beyond that level. Cautiously walking away from the girls who were cowering distantly behind my back, I went up to him, asking politely and bravely, "Yes, sir, did I do something wrong?" "Yeah, you did," he sneered, giving the same tone with a snort. "What class are you in?" "Oh no," I heard one of the girls whisper behind my back. "Damn, it's Mr. Kakarita, the gym teacher." So he's a gym teacher? Well, that's not surprising. I was most of the time correct about my suspicions. Evidence Mr. Kakarita wears a gym uniform, has a strict expression upon his face, and looks at students hard in the eyes. Yeah, I could see all that, and girls don't need to tell me all this, exactly. But when I look back at the girls, feeling a hint of confusion, they seem to be hiding. Well, the question is, why are they scared? Hiding behind my back from a gym teacher? Is he that scary? Well, at first I thought he could possibly be a threat. If he's a teacher, he shouldn't be scaring individual students, and needs to have at least a reason why he would give such an authority of an attitude. Regretfully, by that day, I learned truly to never judge a book by its cover, or more of the correct moral, to never judge a person so easily. For sometimes, you don't need a reason to. You're the new guy, right? He asked. When I was about to answer, I noticed a glint of a smirk pulled in his lips as he added darkly, "I heard you were a troublemaker at your last school." I gasped. So he knew what happened in my last school. That means he knows about the rumor. About me. But I'm not thinking that. My eyes widened, seeing his chin and his grin stretching, showing his teeth. bugger. He is. He thinks I'm actually a bad boy student, but I'm not. I'm a good student. Why am I getting accused of something that happened when I wasn't sure what caused it to happen? Sure, things might have happened at least the same way to everyone that hangs out with me, but I don't know how it happens. Oh, why me? But I'll make sure you keep the rules here. Take this long hair, for instance. He then grabbed a lock of my white hair. Ow, ow. And let me tell you, his tight grip on my hair honestly hurt when he pulled it. We can't have that right here. What? I never knew that. But I like my white hair, though. What's wrong with it? Sure, it's not like everyone else's hair, but that's what I like about it. It's unique and natural. Is having a hair like mine is against school policy? Okay, I guess the school is stricter than I thought, but I don't ever want to change my hairstyle, nor want it to dye it. I love it the way it is. Even this is against school policy. Where's the justice out of this? Bakura! Bakura! Screamed the girls. Mr. Kakarita then got closer to my face. Ugh, I had to hold my breath when the onions fell out from his mouth. Ugh. I didn't want to cover my nose, or else the situation would lead me into more trouble. Listen, don't think you're special, small fry. Make sure you cut that hair of yours by tomorrow, got it? He then released my lock of my hair, laughing as he walked away. I rubbed the scalp of my head, checking to see if any pieces of my hair got plucked out. Ow. Well, I'm glad that's over. I thought for a second he would yank many pieces of my hair. Well, what am I going to do? I don't want to get in trouble tomorrow or cut my hair either. Oh, this is terrible. I have to admit that Mr. Kakarita is not like a gym teacher, but more like a bully in my case. Like all the other ones back in England. The only plain difference from there and here is that comparing to the bullies from my last school before I got here, they seem to be more or less than Mr. Kakarita. Mr. Kakarita seemed to be more like a bully that fuses with four of them combined, and that's saying something. He really is a piece of trash, commented the girl with long brown hair holding my arm. Are you alright, Bakura? Asked another girl in front of me. I turned around to see Mr. Kakarita still laughing in the halls away from us. Yeah, I'm okay. Are you sure? Another girl with short black hair asked. Yeah, I'm okay. I paused mid-sentence and started to feel myself twitching. I felt something sharp piercing through me. But I immediately resisted myself from grabbing onto my uniform. Oh no, not again. The pain in my arm, it's back again. But I turned to glance at them. I can't let the girls see that I'm in pain. I'm sorry, girls. Please excuse me. Well, can you leave me alone for a little while? I politely said. What, why? Said one of the girls. Thank you. Again, please excuse me. I wave away, where I quickly run off to the direction to the nearest boys' bathroom. Oh, I have to get there quickly. The moment I entered the bathroom, I wheezed out a gasp. Inhaling, exhaling deeply. Ugh, I groaned, walking slowly to the mirror. What is going on? Why is this happening to me again? I then touched the spot that contains my pendant, which is hidden underneath my uniform. What's wrong with me? I keep having this weird pain in my chest. Then, a memory hit me. Wait, this happened since I touched Yugi's pendant. The Millennium Puzzle. The object that comes from Egypt like lime and also 5,000 years old. Like mine.
Said you'd be there, and though I haven't seen you, are you still there? I cried out with no reply, and I can't feel you by my side, so I'll hold tight to what I know. You're here, and I'll never.
I sipped the last of my cold tea, staring at the dregs of black on my teacup. Placing it down, I closed my eyes, returning back to my wandering memories. Well, this is when I started, or at least remember, the strange things started to happen. And it's so strange that I can't really speak that much about it. Please forgive me, but just recalling about it haunts me to this day. And there are some things that are meant to relive again. I mean, we do all have things that are meant to be unsaid, right? Things that we wish to never revive, memories to never bring back, which is basically what I'm doing. I honestly wanted to bury the memory, hoping to leave it behind like all the other things, but I will be willing to tell you at least a few of the fragments. Somehow, when I thought about Yugi's Millennium Puzzle, a deep, low voice chuckled softly. I gasped in surprise, turning around and looking around the bathroom. What the? Who's there? I called out. Is someone here? Please answer me! There was no answer. Only sounds of dripping water leaking from one of the sinks close to me. I frowned, slightly confused. Well, that was weird. Did I really hear a voice, or am I daydreaming? I turned back to face the mirror once more, seeing my pale, worried appearance with a slight shadow underneath my brown eyes. I shook my head. Well, I guess I must be feeling exhausted and maybe a little tired. Maybe that voice really is my imagination, and there's actually no one there, of course. Yes, that could be it. And now that's out of the way, I remember I was mentioning about Yugi's pendant. Yugi's pendant. I slowly unbuttoned my uniform. It really looks like... I pushed aside, opening my shirt, revealing my own pendant. Oh, I better get to gym class next. I brought my walk to a fast pace when I reached outside. Oh, bug, I almost forgotten about that. I guess thinking about Yugi's pendant, my pendant, that mysterious voice, really kept me deep in thought for too long in the bathroom. At least I was lucky. Taya reminded me of where I was supposed to go, otherwise I would have been there all day. I'm even glad that she told me how to get there, or at least I might end up facing those fangirls. At least, these fangirls. I had no choice but to ask them instead. Pushing the door to the boys' locker room, I quickly pulled out a little slip of paper and immediately found my locker that was written instruction and provided by the principal. After many 3 fast tries on the locker, because I was twisting the combination lock too fast, I roughly removed my uniform and my ring to change into my clean gym clothes. Locking it, I raced outside again to the field track to find the rest of the class and the gym teacher I met earlier, Mr. Kakarita, watching them running laps in the distance. Hey, Wheeler! I heard Mr. Kakarita yelling at Joey bossily. You can run faster than that, but I'm running just fine though, replied Joey loudly. Don't you talk back to me with that tone, Wheeler, he yelled. Oh, since you did, you're going to be hopping like a rabbit for the rest of the period now. I wasn't sure what happened next, but the next thing I saw was Joey bouncing up and down like a crouching position on the track field. Well, I may not saw how he ended up like that, but I still think that he was being cruel, just like the girls that showed me around the school this morning mentioned about. As I come closer to the field, I then heard Yugi and Tristan's name being called too. Moro and Taylor, since you two also talk like crap, you guys can both be bunnies too. I guess. So watch all 3 of them bouncing in a crouching position like bunnies for the rest of the track field. I was right. The school is so cruel about their policies, how they treat terribly to their students. This is definitely different. Way different. Way different back in England when I attended morning school there. How can Mr. Kakarita be so cruel to them? I may not know them as a friend yet, but I can't stand how fellow individuals are being treated badly. This is just wrong. Well, if only I could do something about this school. Hey, new student, you have some nerve arriving late to my gym class. Mr. Kakarita barked at me when I got to him. I'm sorry, I began apologizing and looking down on my sneakers. I wasn't feeling well this morning. Oh, don't you give me that loud crap of an excuse. You're out with a flock of girls again, aren't you? He smiled, crossing his arms. So you're a player now, eh? That's not it, I really was, I said pleadingly. Just keep your damn mouth shut, you sissy. Mr. Kakarita spat, advanced me by showing his fist. Hold it! I turned to see Joey, Yugi, and Tristan coming towards us to see what the commotion is about. My eyes immediately sparked a ray of hope seeing them. Yes, I'm saved. If he said he's not feeling well, he's not, Joey said defensively. What's this? Mr. Kakarita said, turning to them. We talked with Bakura this morning, and he said he wasn't feeling very well, added Tristan. That's right, piped up Yugi. Bakura wouldn't lie something about it. Well, like this. So, they're defending for me? Are they truly my friends I can depend on? Yugi, guys, I muttered. So this is your friendship, eh? What losers. Kakarita, you jerk, snarled Joey. However, if you make friends with him, he thumbed at me, bad things will happen to you, I guess. Oh no, he'll tell the rumor about me. I cast my head down slightly, for I didn't want them to see how they reacted. I was afraid at the time that they'll run away from me and look at me differently, like I'm cursed. Didn't you hear, he continued darkly, everyone in this old school said that became friends with him had resulted in lying in bed with a coma. That's just coincidence, spoke up Tristan. I then raised my head up, a desperate pleading in my eyes. So, they don't think I'm cursed at all? Maybe it's all coincidence, right, new student, he said, addressing me. I then lowered my head again glumly. You guys are friends with him, right? Bakura, don't mind him. Yugi said confidently. It's not true, right? I shook my head miserably, for I knew I couldn't hold the truth anymore. That's the reason why I keep switching schools, I said truthfully. Every one of my friends fell into a coma. I looked up to face them, giving a small, sad smile. Everyone. Joey, Tristan, and Yugi stared at me sadly, slightly surprised at my answer. Probably thought it was never expected of me to say that the rumor was true. Yugi, Tristan, Joey, I'm glad you guys and the girls are meaning to make friends with me, but I think it's best you guys would be off avoiding me. Then said Mr. Kakarita, I'll be going now. And I left them and joined the rest of the class on the track. Bakura, wait! I heard them called out. But I didn't dare to stop for them. When I got farther away from them, they turned my head to me, at least from far, and I turned my head to see all of them, at least a little more, all standing there, speechless. I'm sorry, you guys, but this is for your own good. I just don't want to hurt you guys, just like what happened to my old friends. Yes, finally, school's over. I collected my school books and papers, placing neatly them all in my book bag. I then quickly made out of the classroom, avoiding and even apologized to some fangirls in the halls. Excuse me, pardon me, and headed outside. Now I can just get to my apartment without them seeing me, and then, surprisingly, I heard them call out, Hi, Bakura! I paused and sighed deeply. Moaning, no! No. Oh, bugger. Well, that's just great. Just when I thought I'm going to lose them. Oh, never mind. I then turned and greeted, Oh, hi. We were thinking, began Yugi, about coming to your place tomorrow after school to play Monster World, if that's okay with you, but if you'd rather not, we could use my place if you like. I stared sadly down upon the floor, not sure of what to say. So, we're still thinking of playing Monster World, even after they heard about the rumor earlier from Mr. Kakarita? So, you'd rather not then? Said Yugi timidly, ending the silence. No, it's not like that, I defended. I really want to play with you guys. It's just, I guess you didn't hear the full story about how everyone got into a coma. Well, back at my previous school, when my old friends were playing games with me, strange things happened, and then the next thing I know, they end up lying unconscious in the hospital, comatose. Because it keeps happening again and again, people started avoiding me like the plague. I even live alone, far away from my family. I bit my lip, gripping hard on the handle of my book bag. Listen, I really want to become friends with you guys, and even play games, but I decided I don't want to lose any more friends. And that's why I'm trying to avoid playing games. Well, if that's all, well, goodbye then, I said quickly, running away from them and avoiding them calling my name. Bakura, wait! I'm going, bye! I stretched, slightly turning the music down. I pushed down the sleeve of my shirt, showing that it is 2:30, or, no, actually 12:30 a.m. on my digital watch. Oh, I'm just too tired to go to my bedroom. Getting up slowly to place the teacup and saucer beside the sink, I then got back down to my seat, pushing the radio aside a little, placing my head against the cool surface of the table. As my memories were playing and filling in my head, the music still engulfed my ears, usually zooming in and out of my mind. Then as time passed, I slowly felt my eyelids shutting down, falling into a deep slumber in one of my living memory nightmares. Later that night, I remember sitting down on my working desk, writing one of my letters to Amani explaining that I moved to Domino High. Of course, it's a usual routine for me, really, that I'm used to. When I finished writing the letter and looking over it, I put my pen down, thinking about what happened early in school. I heard you were a troublemaker in your last school. You made friends with him. Bad things will happen to you. Didn't you hear? Everyone in his whole school became friends with him. It resulted in lying in bed with a coma. That's the reason why I keep switching schools. Every one of my friends fell into a coma. Everyone. I groaned, closing my eyes and covering my ears. All these whispers and rumors. So much lies. They're hissing in my ears and I'm being swallowed by them. Why can't they stop? Why can't they stop? I can't take it. I just can't take it. That's it. I'll have to change schools again. I can't stay in Domino High anymore. That would be a problem for me. A voice echoed. I gasped, staring at my surroundings. Oh no, it's that voice again. Oh, you can finally hear me. Who's there? I cried out loudly, staring from my seat. At least standing up. Okay. Now I seriously felt like I've lost my marbles. Maybe getting mental. First off, I can't believe I could hear this unknown cold voice. I mean, whoever this may be, this stranger is giving me the chills in my spine and not in a good way. I searched desperately around, spinning madly for the voice. Where is it coming from? Where? Who's this? Ah, that's right. You don't know me yet. Well then, the time has finally come that I communicate with someone. Well, at least I don't know if you're a master. Today is the glorious day that I finally found the Millennium Puzzle after all. What? Master? Does this stranger just say master? What does this voice mean by that? Is it mentioning I'm its master? So, wait a minute. Then I wasn't hallucinating after all? Oh, and let's not forget I also should celebrate that I finally met you. The boy with the Millennium Item. Finally, after 5,000 long years. Maybe it's because of him that we finally hear each other. Who are you? Why can't I find the source of the voice? Who, me? I'm the other you that's been hidden away from the Millennium Ring. Millennium Ring? You mean this thing? I pushed aside my shirt to reveal the pendant around my neck. I didn't expect that the pointers of the ring are now attached to my chest. It's not only made me sickened to see the item attached to me, but knowing the cause the pain in my chest only makes it worse. What is this? Now you can't take this ring off. You're connected forever. Thanks to you, I finally found the key for the Millennium Puzzle after all this time. I decided to keep you as my eternal host forever. No, please leave me alone, please.
And though you're invisible, I'll trust the unseen. I cried out, sweet, no reply, and I can feel you by my side. So I look tight to what I know you're here, and I'm never
There was so much to explain, one too many emotions filling inside me. Scared, shocked. There's something strange about this mysterious voice, and the more I keep listening to it, the more I believe in trusting it less. What do you mean by that? No, I don't really care. Go away, just disappear and get out of me. Leave me alone. Hey, that's not very nice. It's very cold of you. And you're just ruining my fun. And after all I've done for you, I gave and granted you wishes up till now. Wishes? What wishes? What is this stranger talking about? Huh? I said, confused. I don't remember such a thing. Is that so? Well, you don't remember when you had one wish to grow up to be friends and you made and play with? Well, I say, this is great. I hope we can all play this forever. Well, am I right? And this is where I come and step in, by granting your wishes. Now your friends are always with you. This mysterious voice is not making any sense. Not making any sense at all. It's only making the whole lot of the situation confusing as it is. Back then I wasn't sure what he meant that my friends are always with me. I remember that it only took me a few days or months to figure out what he said before I left. At first I thought, that's illogical. My friends, my old friends, always with me? How could it possibly be? They were all comatose, isn't it? What are you talking about? You can't mean... Are you saying that you were the reason my friends...
Nah, I don't know. Oh well, you'll get it someday and understand soon enough. In any case, I now have the perfect chance to claim the Millennium Puzzle I've been searching for. Who knows how long it'll take for a chance like this to disappear, and then appear again. You see, the Millennium Items are like portable graves or tombs of ancient souls, housing the soulless spirits from the past. However, if there was a guardian keeper in those tombs, then there'd also be a grave robber that steals them away. Don't you understand that?
Wait a minute. So my Millennium Item in Yugi's is a portable grave? Then if that's true, then the stranger must be an ancient spirit from the past. So from what the spirit is explaining, either Yugi's or mine contain a guardian keeper or a grave robber. Well, at least both, maybe. Well, I may not know who Yugi's spirit could be, but I'm guessing that it's the guardian keeper the spirit explained. So if Yugi's spirit is within the Millennium Puzzle as the guardian keeper, that means an apprehension dawned on me, and a frown developed on the features of my face. I get it now! The guardian keeper is Yugi, and you're the grave robber! I clenched my teeth, furious as the spirit gave an evil chuckle. Probably impressed with me from figuring out who it is.
That about sums it up.
Stop it! Don't you dare touch or get near Yugi!
Because your friend's right. It's alright. Your friend will be with you forever.
What?
But before that, I have something to take care of, since I'm feeling great tonight. I care for Yamayosa's feeling, and there's a certain someone who needs to be taught a lesson.
What are you playing?
You don't want to be bald, do you? So did my master, and that gym teacher insulted my master.
There was a sudden glow within the Millennium Ring. What the? I then cried out, what are you doing?
Besides, I had to sleep for a while. You should get some rest. At least, for now, a host.
Stop! Stop it! I screamed out. But before I could stop the spirit, my scream was blocked out by an eerie sound. When I could no longer hear it, including my screaming, I felt my eyelids, my eyesight, growing heavy, hazy, and I fell gracefully into a deep pool of endless darkness. I woke up the next few minutes later with a jerk, realizing that I'm standing in the middle of my apartment. What the bloody hell happened? Did I just pass out? Oh, I can't believe that I just prevented it from happening. I have another memory lapse.
His terror has now ended.
What have you done? What did you make me do? I yelled, panicking. The deep voice laughed softly.
Forget that, I can feel the Millennium Puzzle drawing closer.
Yugi, murmured worriedly.
It seems they come to see you, the voice said with interest. Aren't your friends nice?
I heard the doorbell ring echo in my apartment. I swallowed hard, quickly heading to the door. I got to tell them to leave before it's too late. I then felt the stinging pain within my chest again, the ring's pointers clawing deep within my skin and flesh. I firmly grasped the spot where the Millennium Ring was hidden under my shirt. As I heard the doorbell ring the second time, I struggled my step with the pain getting heavier upon me. Yugi, you mustn't come! Don't come in here! I said, gasping.
Perhaps you need help.
No! Leave me be! The spirit only laughed softly, ignoring my cries of refusal. It's like it had no mercy or sympathy. He only swats it right like it's weak and pointless, like he has no kind heart. Forcefully, he straightened me up before getting me to touch the handle door. My hand was in the control, twisting the knob, and I opened to find Yugi and the others standing there at my door. Yes, I heard my voice say. What? Did that slip from my mouth? Then, can this mean that the spirit can manipulate me? Hi, Bakura, we're here! They all greeted. I shook my head and got myself back in control, restraining a little bit of effort I could muster. I got to try and fight him, for even if I'm not sure how strong can the spirit within the ring could be. But I got to at least prevent this from happening. Yugi, I whispered softly, and everyone. We're here to play some games, Bakura, said Joey cheerfully. So let's play Monster World together, smiled Yugi. No, you can't! Was the last thing came out from me, and before I knew it, my vision blurred of them, and I was plunged once again into the open arms of darkness, finding myself to what could be known my prison every time Bakura possessed my body. The inner mind of my soul room misted in the shadow realm.